Hello guys, welcome to your math exam coach. Today we have another interesting tutorial, and today's tutorial is going to be based on circle geometry and how we can use circle geometry to understand different angles and to evaluate what those values are going to be. But before we jump into the question that we have today, if you're new to this channel, please make sure you subscribe, make sure you like the content so that other people can get use of the information. If you're a returning viewer, please like, please share as well. So let's jump into this question. So here we want to find the angle XZY, the angle YXZ, and XW. So the first question here, which is XZY. So XZY, this is the angle that we're interested in. We do know that angles subtended by the same arc are equal. Right, so we have this arc XY that's subtending this angle XWY and XZY. So therefore we know that XZY is equals to XWY, and we know that XWY is equals to 70 degrees. So we know that our answer to A, which is XZY, is equals to 70. Right, so we have that. Then the second question here with YXZ. So with YXZ, so this is our angle of interest now. So let's get rid of this one. So that's our angle of interest now. But before we get to that, there are ways that we can solve for this. So we have this angle YPZ, which is equals to 43. And given that this is a straight line, so the total angle here, the total angle of this should be 180. But here we're given that this is 43. And so now we know that YPZ is equals to 43. Therefore, we know that YPX is equals to 180 minus 43, which is 137. So now we know that this angle is equals to 137. So now we just have a triangle. So we now know how to get YXZ, which is the total angles of a triangle is equals to 180. So it's 180 minus 137 minus, in this case it's actually plus 25. So YXZ is going to be 18 degrees Celsius. Not degrees Celsius, 18 degrees. Okay, so we have this as 18 with this as 137. And now the last angle that we need to calculate is which is C here. So I'm going to get rid of some of this information so that we can have space to work with. So the angle that we're interested in, which is C, is SXW. What is that angle? So we first have to identify what that angle is. So with SXW, so this is the angle of interest here, the one that I've highlighted here in red. So how can we find this? So there are two ways that we can find this. So we know that this is a triangle XYW. So we know how to find this angle. But if we find the total for a triangle is 180, and we know that in order for us to find YXW, we are going to subtract 70 and 25 from 180. So what does that mean? So that means this angle SXW is basically equal to the angle is equal to this angle. Let's write it here. So it's equal to the angle XWY plus XYW, right, which is 70 plus 25. So therefore SXW is equals to 95. So that's how we figured this out. Another way to, if you want to solve this, you might want to just start by solving everything without looking at the question. We might just look at what the angles should be like. So we know that this is going to be 137 because this is a straight line. We know this is going to be 18 because this is a triangle, so this needs to be 18. So now we also know that the angles that are subtended by the same arc are going to be the same. So this angle YXZ is going to be the same as YWZ. So this is also 18. So we know that this is also 137. This is also 43. So we know that this is also subtended by XY. So this is also 70. So now we know that. How do we find this one? We now know that this is the same as 70 plus 43 minus 180. So we can compute this one. The same way here, we know that XYW is the same as XZW. So this is also 25. Right, so we have these angles now. So we have 137, 18, 25 with 25 there, and now we're 43 and 17. So now we want to subtract that from 180 in order for us to get that angle. So that will be 180 minus 70 minus 43. So this becomes 67. Again, this angle is subtended by the same arc, so this is also 67. Right, so Now we have calculated every angle possible. Here's the same here. We now know this one is 95 because it's 180 minus 67 minus 18. So we get 95 there. So when you do that, you're going to get all the angles necessary. So that's another way to do it. Then you can then just fill out what these angles are. So the first one is 70, second one is 18, the third one here is 95. Though we have it. Please make sure to like, to subscribe, and also to share. Until next time, goodbye for now.